Hi everyone! So today we are doing a palette bingo with the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. So this is a new palette to me. Yes, I will be talking about it in the very near future in a no-buy update video. I bought this palette when I was in the US alongside the mini gold palette. Those were sort of my splurges for the year because it has pretty much been a year since I said I was going to do my no-buy. I officially did my video in November, but the last palette I bought was in October of last year. So it was almost exactly a year to the day from when I bought the gold palette and when I bought the Metropolis palette. So this is a insane 28 shade palette. I've been using it every day since I got it, and at this point that would have been 10 days. And I have not used every single shade yet, but I've used quite a bit of them. And I love it. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. This is no surprise to anybody. I'm constantly using them, and this palette just really spoke to me. This whole color scheme, everything in here, stuff that I love using. There's greens, there's golds, there's oranges. Like, throw in a couple more mattes, and this is all I could ever really see myself needing, and it has been so much fun using this palette. Anyway, I can do more on this if anybody is interested, but I thought a palette bingo would be fun. And it's going to be the same old standard sort of look, I'm sure, that I always end up doing with a palette bingo, but we're going to have some fun. We're going to see what happens here. So I have, as always, the random.org up on my phone, random number generator. Minimum is 1, maximum is 28. So we are going to go through here, and we're going to go, we'll start with this shadow here as number 1, going row by row, just so you know how I'm picking these numbers. So the first number I'm generating here is the number 1. So it is this shadow right here. So I will swatch everything as I go, and there's the insert there that says what the name is. This is Rust, which is appropriate because it is a rust colored shadow. I know I've used this shadow before. Really beautiful sort of metallic shade. I feel like this is a very great fall palette for me personally. It just has all those shades that I tend to gravitate towards in the fall time, like not only with my makeup, but like with my clothing as well. This is really just the ideal autumnal palette for me. So we're gonna generate another number, 27. That's my favorite number actually, and 27 is this shade right here. So far, these are very complementary, although there's nothing really that's not complementary between this palette. Like you can see, these are two orangey shades. That is the shade Helena, and so it's got a slightly different, more glittery finish, but these are going to play really well together. Next shadow I am generating is number 16. 16 is this shade right here. Now this is a little bit more of a boring neutral shade in this palette. Still pretty. This shade is called Noble. So it's more of a slightly cooler color, kind of like a grayish. And probably do one more. I tend to stick with just 4 shades when I do a palette bingo, so I'm not overwhelmed. I have the number 2. Ooh, pretty. So 2 is a green shade called Troop. And this is a very autumnal, as this whole palette is, but this is a very autumnal little collection of shadows here. And I like that there's no matte shades here really. Troop is kind of matte, has a little bit more life to it than matte, but this is not a selection that I would have necessarily paired together, but it's so beautiful. I love the way these shadows look, and we are doing tape. Every palette bingo I do kind of starts the same way. I obviously already have base stuff on already. This mirror, I feel like I knew there was a plastic coating on the mirror within the palette, but I was trying to be careful so I didn't like scratch it. But it was so it was getting so blurry, and I needed that off. So much better. So much better to have that palette to look into. Oh, I did put my base makeup on a little while ago and just kind of put off filming because I was tired. It's Canadian Thanksgiving and I'm tired. I want to go take a nap, but I need to take a shower as well. I put that off because I didn't want to shower first and get like all scrubbed and then put makeup on and then have to like clean my face yet again. And I've been really influenced by some of the YouTube videos I've been watching recently, which is probably going to sound really silly, but I've been watching a lot of more vlog style videos. I got sucked into videos of people doing like celebrity diets and like fitness routines, and they are so addicting to watch, but it's totally vlog style where people are just like flipping their camera on like, yo guys, what's up? It's 5 a.m. I just woke up. And I really like that, but it's also definitely influencing me a little bit. Just a little bit, but I think we kind of need that in the beauty community because there's so many videos that like start like this where it's like flawless, perfect. They just had their hundreds of dollars worth of whatever procedures, treatments done, their face masks, and everybody looks so perfect and glowing, and it's just, let's have some real life in there. So I'm gonna take the shade Troop first. Anyway, that was just my little rant. I've been appreciating those kind of videos and those kind of like the more casual style. Like a lot of them are still really heavily edited, but it's a lot more relaxed in a way, even though it's edited. And I'm coming around to like the editing style, which I never really liked, which was like a lot of inserts using clips from other people's videos and like little like comedy things, because to me for a while it just felt kind of lazy. Like people, instead of creating their own content, were using content from other people to get their point across, if that makes sense. Like it works in other settings, but for some reason with like specifically with YouTube videos, it just felt a little weird to me and I couldn't really get behind it. But now I'm getting behind it because, you know, that's the way the kids are doing the things these days, and I'm an old. So anyway, that probably did sound really lame, but I'm enjoying that kind of editing style more, basically, is what we're saying here. So I've also been really inspired, like just base makeup, eye makeup wise, from Natasha Denona's Instagram. I don't really watch like a lot of makeup related videos anymore, and I don't really spend a lot of time on Instagram anymore. But when I do, I'm always checking out like Natasha's stories and her feed, and she has a very distinct style with like the fluffy brows and like the really intense smoky eye looks, and like everything else is fairly glowy and like neutral, maybe some gloss. Like she doesn't really do like a deep lip. It's always like really eye focused, and sometimes it's structured, but a lot of times it's a little bit more softer and blown out, and that's definitely my thing. I've definitely been embracing the like messier brow look, and I'm having a great time. I find that I'm influenced, but in a good way, I guess. I take my inspiration from there, but I've been not so drawn to stuff within other aspects of the beauty community because it's been a little draining, to be honest. So much drama, and it's hard to keep up with it all. I like not being involved in it. It's trying to stay away from some of those drama topics, although like obviously I can't help it because I just brought it up again. But I am like a gossip junkie at heart, but I try and stop, especially for my own sanity, because it's just too much and it's too constant, and it really weighs on you if you focus too much on it and like what other people are doing and what other people are saying, and it's just too much. So I really like this color scheme. It's like dying leaves. I'm taking that Helena shade, kind of bringing it up close to my brow bone, like over top, because I used Troop and Noble kind of like gradient, and then I had Helena in the inner portion, but I'm also dragging Helena up and over. This is kind of like the Natasha style that I see like all the time in her Instagram. Like it's very wavy, fluffy brows with like the shadow right up in the brows or very, very close to it. I will probably save the rust shade for the lower lash line. I kind of want to add more, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I think we're good. I think we're good. I forgot to bring eyeliner down. I'm gonna have to grab an eyeliner, which will likely just be a black eyeliner because that's how I live. But yeah, I like this sort of dying leaf thing. That's the aesthetic we're going for. I was out today and I was looking at all the leaves across the water changing colors. So beautiful, so peaceful. I really like fall time a lot. I love the colors. It's so inspiring, and it was a little cold today. I'm just a little bit cold in general. I find that like it's temperature starting to creep down, but I'm still trying to like not layer that much, and I'm trying to not give in. I bought a new fall coat and I've been putting off wearing it, but I'm like, okay, this is Canadian fall. I need to embrace the pretty fall coat I bought before I don't get a chance to wear it. I just bought a new winter coat because I needed smaller coats. So I bought myself a pretty one from Guess at Winners. Winners is awesome. I love that place. But the fact that I've just bought a winter coat and I haven't even worn my new fall coat yet, I need to stop. No, I did honestly need those things, but I want to wear them. I want to enjoy them. But I'm stubborn and I don't want to give in. Feels like accepting defeat to give in, having to start wearing coats. Because like once you start wearing the coats, there's no going back. You're wearing coats until probably May here. Yeah, I'd say most definitely May. So I'm already putting mascara on. I don't even have my eyeliner yet. I have a little sample of the Dior mascara because it was a point perk at Sephora. Love this mascara. I also picked up the Essence one, but I'm not using the Essence one because it's really heavy duty, and I know this makeup is coming off my face right after I film this, so I thought I would stick with the Dior show instead, but that's a great mascara. I feel like I should have done more. This was almost too easy. I don't have my eyeliner and I should go get my eyeliner, but I'm tempted to just put my lashes on first and then see where I want to take it from there, because I definitely feel like I need like the black liner. Like that's just how I do my makeup. Lashes. So I did pick up 2 pairs of fancy lashes, really fancy lashes. I have the Lily lashes in Miami because I'm always hearing the YouTubers talk about it, and these are big, ginormous, fluffy ones. And then I also picked these ones up in Cleveland on my trip, which if you guys would be interested, I will probably talk about that more. Actually, I'm not even gonna ask, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do a chatty get ready with me where I talk about that trip because there's so much to talk about. If I was to try and talk about it now, I just would run out of time, but these are really like more wispy. I don't know, maybe I will go full drama. Maybe I'll go full drama. I enjoy the really, really heavy lashes and like the really intense eyes, and there's something so fun about it because I really haven't done this that often because I haven't been filming very often, and like the chunk of my dramatic makeup came from filming, and like I have taken like the occasional Instagram photo and stuff, but like even that has really been few and far between. And I did just wear my false lashes out when I saw Trixie Mattel the other night, which was amazing. Oh my god, what a great show. What a great show. I went with my friend Christina and we had a great time. It's kind of become like our thing, like our little tradition. Christina and I have been friends for a long time, and our friendship has kind of gone back and forth a little bit, but we're in a pretty good spot right now, and we have this tradition of going to drag shows. I started because I wanted to go see, I think Ben de la Creme was the first one I bought tickets for, and then it was rescheduled, or maybe it was Alyssa Edwards. Anyway, it was one of the two, and I didn't want to go alone. and I wanted to do the meet and greet, and I looked at the price of the tickets and I was like, you know what, I would easily pay the price of 2 for just me, so I will buy somebody a ticket if they will just go with me. And so like I talked to her about it because I know she's really into Drag Race too. So I was like, how do you feel about this? Like, I just come with me, I'll buy your ticket, no strings. She was like, are you serious? Of course. So it works out pretty well. She usually pays for my dinner when we go out beforehand, so it works out really well. So it's good. I get a free dinner that night, and she gets a free ticket to the show, and we have a great time. We don't get to see each other that often. That's life, right? It's hard to like make schedules mesh together. I'm just sitting here now waiting for my lashes to dry, I say as I fan myself for some reason. I have my really old NYX lip gloss here. Please tell me to get rid of this. This is beyond old and horrifying. But I just don't want to replace my lip glosses, which is the thing I've been using the most of. Lip glosses and lip balms. My makeup style preferences have totally changed from what they used to be, and I really just don't wear lipstick much at all. Like, really rare, and if I do, it's usually like a very sheer lipstick, something very, very light. I don't really wear matte unless it's a very specific lip color. Sometimes I drag out the light nude, kind of like concealer lips, or something that's like a cool gray, something like that I'll drag out, but like I'm holding on to this gloss and I just need to not anymore. I need to stop. I need to declutter some of these things. It's pretty sad. But I've made a good effort when it has come to decluttering. I keep catching my weird hair here. Sorry. Again, influenced by those videos that I'm watching where like it seems like a good idea when I see it on like the 22-year-old really pretty person. Do you know what I mean? When you see these people and they can pull off anything and they look amazing and you're like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. No. But anyway, I've been struggling a little bit with applying these lashes, and I think it's because they are new and I haven't quite trimmed them to fit my eye just yet. I tend to get my lashes all warmed up with about like 3 or 4 uses left in them before they get, and then I end up hanging onto them way past the point when I should have kept them, just because then I finally get them to like mold and fit, and they're really easy to apply after a certain point. So anyway, these are really dramatic lashes. Look at this. Look at this. This is insane. But that's part of the fun of lashes and doing the whole thing. I think the last time I did a palette bingo, I didn't use lashes, although I don't remember. It's been a while. I kept meaning to do more because I've got all these palettes. Why not use them? It's an easy way to revisit palettes and an easy way to maybe get some new inspiration without buying new things. Like, that's something that I've struggled with in terms of creating content, because I did get so accustomed to a somewhat usual appearance of new things, and having new things is an easy way to make videos because you have new things to talk about. That's also probably why I'm doing this video, because this is a new palette and it's exciting, it's fresh, it's interesting because it's new, and it doesn't feel kind of boring yet, you know what I mean? Like, not saying that everything feels boring after using it a handful of times, but just sometimes, you know, you get so accustomed to the way things perform and the way things work, and you have your favorite combinations, or even if you've used it for a while, you've played with a lot of the different combinations. And unless it's a somewhat interesting palette, like if it's just a standard like 12 pan neutrals, doing a palette bingo probably isn't going to really trigger that much in the ways of inspiration. But anyway, this look just became all lashes. Just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Royal now, which is the deep green shade here. Just, it's not one of the palette bingo shades, but just to try and get a little extra green definition in lieu of eyeliner, because I suddenly feel like not leaving this area. I'm putting a little bit of that in my waterline. That is fun. Okay, I like that. I'm going to take the clean shade now, this shade right here, for a little bit of highlighting. I don't think it's really going to highlight much though. No, I was right. Then we're going to take the Orium shade, this one right here, and that is going on the inner corner. I'm going to take that same Orium shade on my highlighter brush. Because it's a duochrome shadow, these shadows always apply a little differently and a little bit lighter, and they're like more of a topper, and I will occasionally like using them as a face highlight. It's a little bit more intense and not something that's like going to be very subtle, but it gives that kind of fun iridescent kind of glow. A blush, and I just don't feel like going around and digging out stuff. So fortunately, Natasha Denona blush right in front of me. So again, just works out for me there. This probably isn't necessarily the blush I would have chosen. I might have picked the Natasha, the other blush I have. Maybe. Kind of a light peachy. I kind of like that. It's like the oranginess of the blush with the oranginess of the shadow, and it kind of works for me a little bit. I like it. Again, simple, pretty. I kind of want it to be a little bit more though. I always want more, and then I end up ruining it, and then I look back at it and I'm like, why did I do that? I try to do like a little haziness on the edge, but it didn't quite work, so we're just gonna pretend like it never happened and go back to this. And I think this works for me. This is a really pretty combination. I think I'm actually going to wear this combination tomorrow. Sorry, the hair on my lip. Of course I do. I think that was a cashmere hair. She's always up in this. There's like a little cat fur everywhere. This is like one of her favorite spots to hang out, and it just means that I'm always picking cat fur off of things. But anyway, this inspiration hit me a lot faster than I thought it was. I wasn't sure, obviously, being a random style palette bingo, I wasn't sure what kind of combination I was going to get. And I'm really glad I got this combination. Very inspiring, and I'm gonna do like an everyday version of this tomorrow, which is probably gonna end up being very similar to this, to be honest. Just remove the lashes, add a little bit more mascara, and a little bit more black eyeliner, or, you know, just any black eyeliner. Probably the Urban Decay's Road Stripe shadow as well, because that has been my favorite thing to bring back again. And then I will put in a little of the Urban Decay glitter liners. Like I usually, just a tiny bit, like I will have, so say it was like the eye shadow was just like this, remove the lashes, and then I would have Road Stripe on the inner corner and then the brow bone, and then I would have something like Midnight Cowboy, like the gold glitter, just like a little bit of that on the lower lash line, either on the outer portion or the inner portion. I've been liking the outer portion lately, just like a little bit of glitter. It's just subtle enough, like it catches the light. It's pretty, it makes me happy, like I like glitter. It's kind of the thing that I get known for. Glitter in my day-to-day life. People are like always expecting me to have some kind of glitter on because it makes me happy. But anyway, this is the final look for the palette bingo with the Metropolis palette. If you guys would like to see more looks with this palette or more information about this palette, anything, I know it's like kind of old news at this point. I think a lot of people have reviewed it and talked about it anyway, but if you'd like to see more from me, more of my thoughts on any of the other Natasha Denona palettes that I happen to have, please let me know. I have no plans on purchasing anything else. Upcoming videos will likely be no buy related for a little while, because I want to talk about things that I've learned, what the no buy is going to look like going forward, what happened in terms of purchasing, that kind of stuff, because I know some people are going to be like, what the heck? What the heck? But I can talk about all that stuff in future videos. And if you have any other suggestions, ideas, recommendations, whatever, tag videos maybe, chatty videos, favorite videos, whatever kind of things you would like to see, please let me know. Just preferably not things that involve buying new products, because I have no plans on buying anything else except for replacements at this time. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate it. I feel like it's a shame that I did this makeup, and I'm gonna have to take it off because it's like 10 o'clock at night on a holiday and I need to do all the other stuff. Anyway, thank you once again. Hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I hope we get a chance to chat soon. Bye for now.